I'm Leah Lawrence.
And I'm her husband, Mitch Lawrence.
And you are listening to Tailgate Tales, a special series of the Southern Spirits podcast.
Each week, we're discussing a story from a Southeastern Conference school. So which one are we going to talk about this week, Leah?
Well, this week we're going to Baton Rouge, and we're talking about the Louisiana State University.
All right. Well, let's talk a little bit about Louisiana State University, also known as LSU. They go by the Tigers. They're 5-1 on the season, and this week, on October 13th, they're playing Georgia at 2:30 p.m. at home in Baton Rouge.
Ooh.
Well, why don't we meet the mascot real quick?
Let's do that.
Like I said, LSU goes by the Tigers. They do have a costume mascot, but they also have a live Bengal tiger. And
Take that, Auburn. All you've got's two eagles.
Well, I think Auburn's had a live tiger before.
I just don't know that keeping a live tiger is a good idea, but you know.
It's not. Well, his name is Mike, and Mike has been around since 1896. Different
that same
Mikes.
tiger?
Different Mikes.
Oh, okay.
We'll get there. Here, I'm going to tell you the quote from that Saturday Down South article where I've gotten just about everything else, so you can get a little bit of history about this mascot.
Alrighty.
So, here we go. Charles E. Coates Jr., a dean at LSU and the school's first football coach, noticed in the late 1800s that his school, unlike many others at the time, did not have a ferocious animal as its mascot, as he said in a letter written in 1937. He thought LSU's colors, purple and gold, resembled a tiger closely enough to go with the animal as the mascot, and it was a reference to the name given to all Louisiana troops during the Civil War.
Okay. Can we sidebar?
Yes.
Now, I've seen tigers before.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm. I've seen black and white tigers, and I've seen orange and black tigers, and I'm pretty sure LSU's tiger's the orange and black kind of tiger, right?
It is.
What the fuck kind of colorblind motherfucker thinks that purple and gold make up a tiger?
He said it says closely enough.
That's not
Closely enough. Black is like deep purple, and orange is kind of gold in the right kind of sunlight.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I mean it's there.
It's not.
Okay. Well, let's just
now and furthermore, there are two other schools in this area that are purple and gold. I went to Montevallo. We were purple and gold. Falcons, okay. Never seen a purple bird, but at least their talons are yellow.
Sure, there are purple birds.
And UNA is their lions, so at least golden lions, and they're royal. They're kings of the jungle, so the purple makes sense. But what motherfucker thought? Well, I mean, I know what motherfucker you just said, but
Charles E. Coates Jr.
I don't understand where that gentleman was coming from, is all I'm saying.
Well, you don't have to. He's the reason for this.
And he said that they were the only ones that didn't have a ferocious mascot. What did they have before? A woodchuck?
Nothing. It was 1896.
Oh, there was just no mascot.
Yeah. As far as I can tell, they just didn't have one.
Gotcha.
But, okay. Let's finish the quote.
Go ahead.
In 1936, the university adopted its first live mascot, a Bengal tiger adopted from the Little Rock Zoo. The school is now on its sixth iteration of the mascot. So this is Mike 6 right now.
How long do tigers live? Because that's been a hot minute.
Tigers, I think, go 30 years or so. I could be wrong about that, but I think they do.
Wow. Okay.
Well, it started in 1896, and now they're on number 6, so that's about 30 per tiger, I guess.
I've never been to LSU. Do they have Does Mike have a house?
I'm sure he does, but I don't know that.
Why is he called Mike?
I don't know that either. He's just Mike the tiger. Now, I will tell you this. You can Google it. Each time that they have a new one, like they adopt it as a kitten, like as a tiger kitten. So you can look at them and see.
Aren't tigers cubs?
Whatever. Tiger cub kitten.
It does look like a big Steve.
Cadet kitten. Yes, it's very cute. Mike 6 was such a cute kitten. He's big now, though. But,
yeah.
You know,
yeah.
It was a very cute cub cat. Well, that's it for the mascot. So, what are we going to get into now?
All right. Well, we got a straight-up ghost story this time.
Yay.
And this is the kind of ghost story that you like to tell on Halloween because maybe it's bullshit, maybe it's not, but it's lots of fun and it's going to scare the freshmen. So,
That's fun.
This is the story of the haunting at Pleasant Hall at LSU.
Okay.
All right.
I know nothing about this.
Okay. Well, from what I've read, like I said, I've never been to Baton Rouge at all, and I've never been to LSU's campus. So,
Me either.
this is just pulling straight from the internet right here. But this was mentioned just about everywhere that I looked. So we're gonna do it.
Okay.
Yeah. So Pleasant Hall was, I think right now it's serving as some kind of like office building, like academic something or another. Like it's not
Administration or something.
something
maybe?
like that. Some department has their offices there.
Okay.
Well, previously to that, it was a hotel, and then previous to that, it was a women's dormitory.
Ugh.
Well,
Okay.
we're talking
There was a
about,
hotel on campus?
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Montevallo
interesting.
had a hotel on campus when I went there.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's just for like visitors and stuff like that. It's generally cheap. It's generally a shitty old dorm room, which
Yes.
was what the one at Montevallo was, and is what this one was too.
Okay. That's fun.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, it was a hotel, but we're talking about when it was a dormitory, I believe, and we're talking about the late 50s, early 60s. Now, no one ever gave me a real date. This is not pegged down, so that sort of leads me to believe maybe it happened, maybe it didn't. But we're talking about that time period. Now, it was still being called Smith Hall at the time because I believe it was named after one of the presidents of the school. I don't know why they called it Pleasant Hall. I'm bad at research, y'all. But my point is, this story starts with a girl that lived at Pleasant Hall. She lived in room 312. It's on the 3rd floor, as you would assume, with the number 312.
394.
Yeah. No, 312. Thanks, Snape.
Yes.
But this girl had a boyfriend, and
Oh, that hussy.
I know, right? So she and her boyfriend were downstairs, and they got into a little tiff, an argument, if
tat?
you will.
A tiff
and
tat?
apparently this argument was real fucking bad because she got so enraged that she withdrew a pistol from her handbag and she shot her boyfriend.
Oh, whoa. Why'd she have a pistol on campus?
Fuck if I know. It's
What year was this? When did this happen?
late 50s, early 60s.
Okay. So nobody knows for sure.
No.
That makes it creepier.
Woo. But she withdraws her pistol. She shoots her boyfriend. And then she realizes, oh shit, I've just shot a guy. So she runs back up to her room 312.
394.
No, 312.
Okay.
And she shoots herself.
Why didn't she just do it there?
Fuck if I know, y'all. To make the haunting more mysterious, I guess. But it turns out her boyfriend, while he was shot, did actually survive.
Oh.
So he was fine, but she killed herself to death.
She killed herself all the way to death?
All the way to death.
She was determined.
Indeed. Now, apparently, in some versions of the story that I read, she shot herself and she jumped out of the 3rd floor window, but that seems excessive to me.
She shot herself on the way down while she was falling.
That seems a bit much. I feel like she probably, if this happened, she probably just shot herself.
Yeah.
But like I
Accurate.
said,
Or jumped.
Or jumped. One or the other, but not both.
It'd be hard to do both.
Or maybe she's just super extra. I don't know. But, you
It's
know.
kind of like taking birth control and using condoms. You just got to double up.
Exactly.
You
Like
know,
you
make
want to
sure
make
the
sure it
job
works.
is done.
That's a really strange metaphor for that. But
Doesn't it work?
It does.
Thank you.
It does.
Cover your bases.
Yeah, so people have done research about this, and they've asked around, and this story has been being told since at least the early 70s. So
Excuse me.
it's been around a long time, but they've gone back and they've looked, and they can't really find actual newspaper clippings from the time period, which kind of leads me to believe that maybe it didn't happen as dramatically as that is, or maybe there was a reason it wasn't reported. But there was like an interview done with the chief of police at the time of the article, and he said he's looked into it, and he said, I've not been able to find anything. I've asked around, and insert name of chief of police has been here for more than 25 years, and I've checked with everybody that's been here an extensive period of time. He said, I'm not saying it didn't happen, I just can't find anything. So, like I said, the veracity of this story is a little questionable, but everybody that I've seen on the message boards and the forums and on Reddit and stuff like that say this place is creepy. The particular room is very unsettling to be in. They say that you can hear creaks, and you can sort of, even when nobody's in the building, you can kind of hear like murmurs behind the doors. You know what I mean? Like it was an active dormitory still.
Well, that's fun.
They say they get chills in certain areas. There's temperature discrepancies. No full-bodied apparitions or anything that I've heard of. So nothing to that level, but everybody says that this is just like a creepy-ass building, and people don't like to be in it by themselves, especially not after dark. And maybe that's just because the story that's been told to all of the freshmen, because I know that's the kind of thing that we did at Montevallo.
Just scare the newbies?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
And then make them take their clothes off because they're newbies and you got to haze them?
Sweetie, we were a zero hazing campus, period.
Yeah.
So,
well, you know,
sorry.
I'm sure nobody has ever hazed on a zero hazing campus.
Probably someone did, but we certainly didn't. But at any rate, yeah, that was Pleasant Hall.
That's it?
That's it.
That's the whole story?
It's the whole story.
We got to flesh this motherfucker out.
Well, I mean, what do you want from me? There's a lady
I can say this.
A lady shot her boyfriend and possibly herself and or jumped out a window.
Okay, that's good. I can say that I forgot to mention the beer. Still drinking Monkey Knot from Straight to Ale in Huntsville. So there's that.
Congratulations.
LSU, you didn't find anything about corn dogs in the LSU folklore?
What the fuck are you talking about?
It's the whole thing. If you don't know that, I feel really sorry for you.
I don't know that.
I'll show you some shit when we're done here.
What's
Essentially,
a corn dog?
There's a whole thing.
I know what a corn dog is.
There's a whole thing about LSU people smell like corn dogs, and LSU people say, no, Auburn people smell like corn dogs, and it's just a back and forth thing, and that's seriously it. But there's so much more to it. Oh, yeah.
I'd rather smell like a flapjack. Have you ever had a flapjack? Yeah, fucking delicious.
But, I mean,
it's like a corn
breakfast corn dog.
But it smells like maple syrup. Because it's got maple syrup in it.
It's a breakfast corn dog. Didn't you tell me that once when you were at Montevallo that they made flapjacks and you thought they were corn dogs?
That was in junior high.
Oh, okay.
I was going through the line. It was like the second day of junior high, 6th grade, and I thought we were having corn dogs for the day, and I was real excited. And I was like, fuck yeah, corn dogs, because I actually really like corn dogs. Yeah. So I got the 2 corn dogs, and they're the little corn dogs, kind of like the ones they serve at Sonic, which I do love. But I went and I got the ketchup and I was all ready to go, and I dipped my corn dog. I just rolled it in that ketchup, took a big old bite. Damn it if it wasn't a flapstick. And if you don't know what a flapstick is, it is a piece of link sausage dipped in pancake batter and fried like a corn dog. And they're real fucking good, but not with ketchup.
And they weren't labeled?
No, they weren't labeled.
Well, this episode definitely moved away from LSU for a second.
Sorry, y'all.
Well, I mean, I'm the one that brought it up, but, you know, I'm surprised you didn't tell something about a corn dog just to troll LSU.
Why would I know that?
That would be so funny. Everybody knows that. I'm surprised you don't.
I'm sorry.
I'll get somebody who knows the actual story to tell you the corn dog thing, because I don't. But
why would smelling like a corn dog be a bad thing?
It's just a way of poking at people, like you're hill folk, you smell like corn dogs, like that kind of shit. But I mean, there's so much more to it.
Hill folks ain't got fryers enough to do a corn dog.
There's so much more to it. Well, I mean, you could fry it in cornmeal, you know.
Well, you make it out of cornmeal and you fry it in corn oil.
Yeah, there's so much more to it. Look,
sounds like someone doesn't know how to make a corn dog.
Yeah, LSU people. They smell like it.
Although my brother has told me stories about tailgating with people from LSU, and that the jambalaya is just out of this world.
Well, I've been told that the tailgating is actually really fun. Like,
because my brother went to Auburn for his master's degree, so he went to all those games and stuff like that, and he said LSU is a great tailgating thing because the food is amazing.
A friend of mine, Gordon, told me this. Leah, you know Gordon, and if he's listening, hey, shout out! What?
Hey,
he told me that one time he went to Baton Rouge for the Auburn game. Auburn was playing LSU, and he said they got there late at night and they seriously just like parked in front of somebody's house and fell asleep because it was really late, and they were like, we don't have anywhere to stay. We're just going for the game. We're going to get fucked up anyway. So they parked in front of somebody's house, and at like 8 a.m. somebody knocked on the window and went, hey, beer pong now. Got him up. And they just spent all day playing beer pong and cooking out and tailgating with these LSU people. That was it. Like, that was their entire Saturday.
That is good people right there. 8 a.m. beer pong wake up.
Yeah. It's pretty funny. I would love to get woken up like that.
Excellent. Well, I can make sure that happens for you.
Well, no, not now. I'm almost 31. I can't. I've had one beer and I'm about to shit my pants and go to bed.
You can't 8 a.m. beer pong.
Preferably in that order, because then I can clean up. Otherwise, uh-oh.
Oh, Lord, you need to cut that out.
Nope.
That's gross.
Absolutely not. Well, I guess that'll be it for this week.
Enjoy your tailgate, y'all.
Yeah, y'all have fun with your corn dogs.
Ugh.
Look us up on Patreon, patreon.com/Southern Spirits Podcast. See if you want to give us some money so we can afford to give you more podcasts.
Ooh.
When you hear this on Saturday, we will be 6 days away from our live show at Tallulah Brewing Company in Jasper, Alabama. So come out. Somebody did bring up the fact that we haven't really talked about a start time. That's because we don't really have one. Mm-mm. We're just planning to start between like 8 or 9 or something like that.
Yeah, just show up early, like 7:30ish or so. 7. Drink, get a good old buzz on. Drink all that delicious beer. Some wine if you're feeling like it, because they do make their own there.
Yes, they do.
And just tie a nice one on before we get started.
Just hang out with us. We'll record an episode right in front of you. You can see how I do it, because it's mostly naked.
No, it's not.
So I'll do it there.
He's fully clothed, y'all.
I'll be naked there.
Please don't. No.
Recording.
No, I'm gonna make sure he wears appropriate attire. I promise.
Lame.
Sorry.
But other than that, find us on all your social medias, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Just search for Southern Spirits Podcast. Send us any fun stuff in the mail, like postcards and anything else, to our P.O. Box. That's P.O. Box 1743, Hartselle, Alabama. That's HARTSELLE 35640. And that's it for week 7. So we'll see y'all next week.
Bye, y'all.